Hello, Cheapario here with another quick toy unboxing and review. So today we have another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure. We have, as portrayed by David Yost, Billy Cranston from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the series, and I believe this character depiction probably was about 94, 95, but this was something that came out of the third season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They had kind of extended, probably too long, the lifetime of that show with the existing suits. So what they did was, after the movie came out, the Power Rangers got these ninjetti costumes and powers. That meant new Zords that were based off of animals, and then these ninjetti outfits that they would have in addition to their morphing suits. Now, the issue that I had when I was growing up was I didn't find the ninjetti costumes to be really cool at all. So I believe they did flip head figures for these back in the 90s. I did not buy any of them because I felt this was a bit of a downgrade. But Billy Cranston was a great character, is a great character. And for the 30th anniversary this year of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the actor David Yost is coming back to the show for the 30th anniversary special on Netflix, Once and Always, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers special. And potentially being back of the third season of Cosmic Fury, which is the third season of Dino Fury, where Billy might appear in there as well for more than one episode. So it's a very exciting time to be a Billy fan. His whole character was about an anti-bullying message. It was about essentially more of the nerdy character, the one that had been picked on. He had all these really cool, smart inventions throughout the series, and he get cooler, and he got cooler over the course of the series. He took off his glasses. He kind of like brightened up his hair, and he kind of changed out his entire outfit because he became more confident with his strength, with his abilities, with his contributions to the team. So with his 30th anniversary, he looks like it's almost like he's taking a leader role in the special and potentially a mentorship role in Cosmic Fury. So let's get back to the toy. So I purchased this toy off of Target Online, and I will say their quality control is pretty poor. As you can see there, there's damage on the box, really much throughout the entire figure, and there's this big old sticker on the top. So again, I wasn't a big fan of the Ninjetti kind of storyline. I did like Ninjor. I think I did have a figure of Ninjor. I didn't buy that Zord, but I did like Ninjor, who kind of he created the power coins. He granted them these Ninjetti powers. There's the silhouette, or kind of the face depiction of the mask over David Yost's face. The clamshell opening, kind of the plastic see-through to see the actual figure and all the accessories, including the likeness of actor David Yost. And then, of course, on the back, you have the depiction in the ninja pose. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to get this open so we can take a look at the figure. And sadly, for those that follow the show itself, in terms of behind the scenes, so while David Yost and Billy was an anti-bullying message on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and was kind of a big role model for me as a child, because he stood up to bullies and he helped others, and he had all these cool inventions. Behind the scenes, the kind of the backstage crew was bullying him. So some of the leadership behind the show was not treating him as they should, as with the respect of a starring actor on the show. So just based off of who he was, they were bullying him on that. So sadly, one of the major reasons why I stopped watching Power Rangers was for so long was Billy, his role in the show became less and less important. And when we went over to Power Rangers Zeo, which was a great show and really a step up from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Billy, instead of being a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, became essentially the engineer and tech guy on the side that would just help them with their Zords. So it was very disappointing. And then almost towards the end of that season, I think episode 20 or something, he literally stepped off the show and never came back. So they did a kind of a quick exit for the character on the show, not using the actor because he had literally in real life walked off the stage. And they made up this story that he was growing old and they had an old actor for him. Um, and he had to leave to another planet called Aquitar so that it would stop his aging. And then he had fell in love and decided to stay on Aquitar. So this is Billy. This is David Yost, the actor David Yost in terms of his likeness. Now, let me see if I can pop this figure out of his plastic encasing and get a closer look at that figure. These Ninjetti figures look really good. There's a lot of detail, and with these Lightning Collection figures, they feel with there's so much posability on these figures. There's so many different joints. They can turn and twist the legs. They can do a lot of different poses. I have noticed that there are, depending on the figure, especially if it has a cape, it's difficult to get them to stand appropriately. But I think all those that don't have a cape, you should be able to do fine as long as you just get them into uh, that right kind of stance. And let's see if I can get him to stand appropriately while I get the rest of the accessories out. Maybe he needs some balancing to his Ninjetti form. Okay, so I'm gonna pop these out. Ooh, that falls apart. Oh. Be careful with some of these smaller accessories, especially these little pegs for the hands. Especially when you're popping it out of the plastic, it's almost like I almost bent it out and broke it. So he's got different hand forms, as you can see. He's got, I believe, closed hands, yes, on the figure right now. But he's also got these kind of like these opened hands like that to give more of like a ninja type of stance. And so, do I have everything? Nope, I do not. And it's kind of this fireball that he can put into his fist. See if we can get that on there. Maybe not. There we go. Boom. There you go. Great looking figure. Again, he's got. So he was, I believe, either the wolf. Yeah, I believe that was the wolf. That he had that Zord. And again, the problem that I had also as a kid is that they got all these powers in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, and then you're expecting, oh, what's going to happen in the show now? Well, the show just ignored the movie altogether as if it never happened. And then they got the powers in a different way. And again, Ninjor was cool. I think that was a great contribution to the series that may have been better with than how they got the powers in the movie. But you saw the same thing in terms of the same Ninjetti costumes. You saw kind of them fighting the same kind of creatures they fought in the movie, and it just felt like they were spinning the wheels all over again. Like, why didn't they follow the movie? But I think the movie was supposed to be its own thing to get new fans into the series. And unfortunately, it didn't. It didn't help the show any. I think it maybe came too late. And there's other factors like losing cast members that were probably the biggest impact in terms of stopping that meteoric rise of Power Rangers. So let's get a quick look at the likeness of David Yost right there. And not the best likeness. It seems like his features are a little bit too harsh, to be honest with you. Um, but some of those, it's better than some of the other figures. A lot of times when they put the glasses on, it just, that face becomes kind of goofy. So in the third season, he didn't have glasses anymore. He had that cool haircut. Get one last look at it. His features are a little harsh. Looks better than some of the other versions of David Yost. And there goes the figure. Let me see if I can grab him. All right. Get into that ninja stance, Billy. There we go. So the other head that it comes with is the masked version. So they had kind of these different morphs to them. They get into the Ninjetti outfit, and when they're fully in their Ninjetti fighting with putties or whatever may have you, they're in this form. But when they're more interacting, maybe with civilians or just kind of having conversations with the other Rangers, this closed ninja face opened up a bit and you can see more of their eyes and what was behind the ninja costume itself. And of course, once they had the costume completely off, when they're in the command center, they were back to showing their own civilian faces, but they had the headbands. So there's this transition period where they went from Kimberly and then they had Kat thereafter. So that was one of the major changes that happened over the course of like 10 episodes in Power Rangers season 3. So again, cool figure. I think that again, some different yuckiness from the box here. So it's a great looking figure. I love Billy. I love the different depictions of Billy. The Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures are hard to find, and thankfully, and both frustratingly, so they've done different iterations. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is the selling point for Hasbro for Power Rangers. I know they do other seasons where they do some of the Rangers. There's few seasons that actually have complete all the Rangers released as far as the Lightning Collection. But Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has released all the Rangers and then different iterations of them. So you've got the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and they've done some of the switch-ups in the cast members, and now they've done the Ninjetti. They've done the Metallic Rangers, which was also something really ridiculous. That was at almost the tail end of Power Rangers Season 3, where they got these shiny outfits. Didn't really work for me either as a kid. But this is a cool figure. For fans of Billy, I think that even though the head mold isn't that great, this ninja rendition of Billy, and especially this head as well, something you can clearly display and just looks good. I do like this line. I have a couple of the Ninjetti figures. I believe I have Adam and Rocky, which I could also do unboxings for, but Billy was always one of my favorites, especially after Jason had left the show back in season 2. While everybody loved Tommy, and Tommy is my favorite Ranger, the next to that was Billy, in terms of really being a role model for me and just being one of my favorite characters, and something that if I were to buy a figure, it'd be Billy and Tommy and nothing else after Jason left. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick unboxing and look at the Ninjetti Billy Cranston figure from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Definitely something to pick up if you get a chance. But to kind of go back to my earlier thought, Hasbro is doing a not necessarily re-release, but I think they call them like remasters. So because the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures, that being Trini, Jason, Zach, Kimberly, those figures are hard to find. They were earlier releases, limited, kind of limited distribution, very early stages of the Lightning Collection. They're doing these remastered collections for the 30th anniversary. New molds, new faces, updated sculpts. They look a lot better. I've seen the Billy one. I think it actually comes with the glasses accessory as opposed to it being kind of molded onto his face. They've got Trini, and I think the first two figures, rightly so, based off of the anniversary release of Once and Always for the Netflix release in April. They've got Trini and they've got Billy as being the first releases from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers remastered collection. Definitely look forward to that. I did spend a little bit more than I wanted to kind of collect some of those original figures because they were hard to find. I spent some premium prices on it to get those figures. And now the new remastered collection that look even better. It's great for those that missed out on the first collection, can take advantage of purchasing for this new re-release or new release in honor of the anniversary. But for those that had the original collection or pay premium prices like me, it is a bit frustrating. And is it worth it to buy those new figures? We'll have to wait and see. They do look better. But anyway, guys, hopefully you like this unboxing of the Ninjetti Billy, and I will see you for the next Power Rangers unboxing. So with that, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.